Last year, I spent over 2,000 hours working, not building something new, not thinking deeply, just moving information, emails, reports, messages, tasks. And at some point, I realized something uncomfortable. Most of that work didn't require me. So last week, I stopped. I shut down my normal workflow and tried to replace my entire workload with AI for 7 days. Not as a tool, as a system. What happened next was not what I expected. Because by day 3, the system completely broke. And by day 5, it started doing things I didn't think were possible. So this isn't just what worked, it's what failed, and what actually matters if you try this yourself. Going into this, my baseline was simple. I run a digital business. My days are filled with analyzing data, writing reports, managing people, answering emails, and constantly trying to figure out where things are going next. It's the kind of work people say AI will replace, but most people misunderstand that. AI doesn't replace jobs, it replaces parts of jobs, and those parts are usually the most repetitive ones. So my goal wasn't to eliminate work completely, it was to remove friction, to see how much of my day could run without me being directly involved. Day 1 started with the most universal drain on attention, the inbox. Normally, I spend at least an hour every morning sorting emails, deciding what matters, what needs a reply, what can wait. That decision fatigue alone is exhausting, so instead of manually handling it, I built a system. Every incoming email triggered an automation. It passed through a filter that categorized it instantly. Urgent, needs review, spam, or something that could be answered automatically. But the important part wasn't automation, it was context. I trained the system using my past communication, not just what I said, but how I said it. Short replies, direct tone, no unnecessary politeness. By midday, I opened my inbox. No unread emails, just a list of replies waiting for approval. And most of them were already good enough to send. That alone saved nearly an hour. But more importantly, it removed the constant interruption cycle. Day 2 focused on something deeper. Thinking. Because a huge part of my work is not typing, it's understanding.
Reading reports, analyzing trends, connecting ideas, that's where most time disappears. So instead of doing it manually, I fed multiple industry reports into an AI system. But I didn't ask it to summarize. Summaries are surface level. I asked it to find contradictions, gaps, hidden patterns across different sources. Within minutes, it produced insights that normally take hours to extract. Not because it was smarter, but because it could process everything at once. That's when something clicked. AI isn't just faster. It sees patterns humans miss because we process information sequentially.
Day 3 is where things changed, and this is where the illusion broke. Up until this point, AI felt like leverage. Now, it started feeling like a liability. I tried to automate planning, project timelines, task coordination, internal systems, and everything looked perfect. Clean structure, clear steps, professional output, but completely disconnected from reality. It didn't understand delays, dependencies, human behavior. It built systems that looked impressive, but couldn't actually work in real life. I spent more time fixing it than just doing it myself. That was frustrating, but also important, because it revealed a limit. AI is great with logic, but it struggles with human unpredictability. So I changed my approach. Day 4 became about precision. Instead of replacing thinking, I focused on replacing execution. Tasks with clear rules, clear inputs, clear outputs. Technical work, code, data processing. And this is where everything accelerated. Things I normally avoid because they require technical skill were suddenly easy. Scripts that automated spreadsheets, systems that updated data automatically, processes that used to take hours now running in minutes. This was different. This wasn't replacement, this was expansion. AI wasn't doing my job, it was allowing me to do things I couldn't do before. Day 5 pushed into something more sensitive: communication, outreach, the part of business that usually requires a human touch. I built a system that generated short, personalized messages, not long emails, just simple, relevant communication. It used context, company information, recent activity, and created messages that felt natural. And this is where it got uncomfortable, because the system was working, but it didn't feel human anymore, and I had to decide how far I was willing to go. People were responding, conversations were happening, and it was all running in the background. That's powerful, but it raises a bigger question. If every message is optimized, what happens to authenticity? Day 6 shifted away from business completely. For the first time, I wasn't trying to save time, I was trying to reduce stress. I used AI for personal decisions, planning, scheduling, daily tasks, things that normally sit in the back of your mind all day. And something surprising happened. The mental noise disappeared. Decisions became easier. Tasks felt lighter. This wasn't about productivity anymore. It was about clarity. This was the first time during the experiment where AI didn't just save time, it removed stress. And that's when I realized this isn't just a business tool, it's a cognitive upgrade. Day 7 was the final review. Looking at everything together. What worked? What failed? What actually mattered? And the pattern was clear. AI works best in structured environments. Clear rules, defined goals, repeatable processes. The moment things become human, emotional, unpredictable, context-heavy, it struggles. After 7 days, one thing became clear. AI is not replacing people. It's replacing the parts of work that never required people in the first place. The repetitive thinking, the mechanical decisions, the constant switching between tasks. That layer is disappearing, and what's left is more important. Judgment, perspective, the ability to decide what actually matters. That's the real shift. Not using AI, designing systems with it. Because right now, there are 2 types of people. The ones building systems, and the ones stuck inside them. And that gap is only getting bigger. And the people who understand this early won't just work faster, they'll work differently. Here at Smart AI Lab, our mission is to help you master AI and maximize your daily productivity. The digital world is moving beyond basic apps into full AI automation, and we're here to give you the tools to stay ahead. Hit subscribe, and we'll show you exactly how to automate your business and upgrade your workflow. Stay smart, and we'll see you in the next one.